跟华人吧一起了解普吉 Oak Meadow 国际学校。在普吉，如果想选择一所有规模的美制国际学校，这所学校是你最佳的选择，没有之一。好，那今天我们请到了学校的2个学部的校长，和大家来分享一下关于学校的教育理念以及他们的课程。
Swaddy Cap. My name is Charlie Crowther. I am the head of the high school here at Oak Meadow International School in Phuket.
Hello, my name is Rahi. I'm head of kindergarten Oak Meadow International School in Phuket, Thailand. We are looking forward to see our Chinese parents and students.
Why is the school called Oak Meadows? An oak tree is a solid, big object. The idea is, by analogy, that we take a young child into kindergarten at Oak Meadows as a little sapling, with confidence and with sound care given by our school. Eventually, that little sapling grows into a big, solid tree, confident in its outlook, ready to take on the world. So I like the name, Oak Meadows. It's a good choice. Well, the history of the school's very ambitious. We're looking towards the future. And 2 years ago, the school invested in this beautiful new purpose-built school. The original school is just round the corner. Looking to the future, the school is looking into the possibility of converting the old building into boarding accommodation for the students, and also for international teachers as well. But that's, within the next 2 or 3 years.
What curriculum is the school taking?
Okay, Oak Meadows is quite unique. We are the only major international school in the island of Phuket that uses the US curriculum. Our curriculum is based on the Calvert curriculum. The Calvert curriculum is a US curriculum. It was originally designed for home learning of American boys and girls being educated at home by their parents, but the Calvert has expanded now into being one of the major providers, both in the US and overseas, of the US curriculum. We chose Calvert over the other curriculum providers because Calvert is very flexible, and it allows us to deliver a US curriculum which is tailor-made to encourage and to facilitate students entering US universities. But it's flexible in that we do not have to give our students a diet of US literature or US history or US anything. We can pick and choose. There is a core. We have to deliver certain US history, certain US literature, but we can also vary it and include Asian history and Asian culture. And that's great for our students because although we do have quite a few American students at this school, the majority of our students are not US children, and they deserve to be given a little bit of something else other than American curriculum, American education.
What like the teacher material, the textbook you're using?
Well, all the material that we use are provided by Calvert. You do the Calvert curriculum, you have to use the Calvert materials. The materials are very good. The materials are very good. I've been a teacher for nearly 30 years now, and I'm most impressed with the material that we're using. One of the good things about Calvert is that, as I was saying earlier on, it is a flexible course, and you can either, you've got a choice when you use Calvert. You can either go entirely digital, in which case all of the learning materials are online and the textbooks are online, or you can go for the traditional route of textbooks and handwritten worksheets. Because they're flexible, you can do a bit of both. And so what we do at our school is all of the textbooks are delivered to students online. So they need their laptop in lesson in order to read the textbook, which is interactive. But we insist as a school that the students still write their answers into traditional writing books. And that's good because that encourages students to write. And in spite of the fact that people use their laptops nowadays a lot, people still need to write. So we've got a combination of both of those. But the textbooks are all Calvert, and I can assure your audience that they are very high quality and they're very thorough, and they include an awful lot of self assessment work, and they also encourage students to carry out their own research out of class. So it's good materials, good resources. We're very lucky to have them as partners.
It sounds great, especially in this the COVID. This is
it's been ideal during the COVID time because
Yeah.
the students have already got their books online. Obviously, all students, all boys and girls need input from their teachers, but yes, the resources, they're already there online. So yeah, they're
easy
very
to
good.
switch online courses and face-to-face.
Yes,
Right?
very easy to switch, yes. That's not to say that the students can do without the teachers. They still need input from adults, but yeah, they are self-contained and they're very good material. And students are given the material online partly for convenience, but also partly for cost. It's very expensive to import books from the US, and they only use them for 1 year, and it's much better for them to have online, and students are used to that kind of thing nowadays.
What are the differences between Oak Meadow and the other schools in Phuket?
In Oak Meadow, we are using calibrated American curriculum from kindergarten to high school. Actually, our grade 3 to high school students, they don't need to use the actual book. They can have easy access to their all the lessons, textbook, and worksheet by using their phone, tablet, or laptop. But from the small kids, we're using the actual books and textbook as it's easier for the kids and they don't need to take care of their gadgets. We had some of the kids from the other school and the other country that they couldn't speak English well from the first day, but by the end of the year, they could reach the goal of that classroom. Our teacher always try to learn the students from the first day. That's why we call the Oak Meadow is different from the other schools.
I know that your audience are from China, and your audience need to be reassured that we do have quite a lot of native Chinese speakers at the school. So if parents wish to communicate with the school, then they will not have a problem whatsoever. We welcome students from all parts of the world, but we're lucky in that we have a number of native Chinese, Russian, German, and as well as English speakers. So your parents would be reassured that there's plenty of ways of communicating.
What effort have you made to build a school culture and the community like a family?
Actually, all our staff and teachers are friendly from the first day to our students and their parents. And in Oak Meadow, every year we celebrate different events by participation of parents, students, staff, and teachers that can make a warm and friendly environment to spending time all together. We have an application that we call Class Dojo that the parents and teacher can communicate via the Class Dojo. The teacher always updating the parents by sharing the photo and video of the students to the parents. If there is any comment, the parents always can see. I mean, there is any announcement, we always announce by Class Dojo to the parents. The last part that I would like to say, all the teachers and staff, we call Oak Meadow second home. This is the reason that we call Oak Meadow family.
Originally from the kindergarten. As a result, all the boys and girls know each other and they go way back together with each other. And although, of course, they welcome new boys and girls to the school, all schools welcome new entrants. There's a very high proportion of boys and girls who've known each other for many years, and so do their parents know each other because of all of the international events that Rahi over here organizes every year. So there is a family feel to this school, in spite of the fact that we've now got a capacity of 770 students at our beautiful new building. We still have that family feeling towards it. You ask the parents, they will tell you that. It's a nice family atmosphere. It's a family atmosphere for the boys and girls, for the parents. It's also for the staff. We enjoy working here. And if people are happy, then that's the best way to motivate students to succeed in education, when they have a happy working environment.
What's the percentage of the Chinese students now?
At the moment, not very many. We welcome students from all countries. But at the moment, I wouldn't like to put a figure on it, probably 12%, 13%, quite specific, that one. We wouldn't allow more than 4 or 5 students from any one nationality to be in a class at the same time. We want to encourage all boys and girls to speak English. The lingua franca of our school is English, and it's spoken at all time in lessons. But I can find out for you what the percentage is, but it's not a lot. It's not a lot. Although we would welcome people from China. It'd be nice to see them.
What advices would you like to give to the Chinese students or parents?
I would reassure all mums and dads from China thinking of sending their children to Oak Meadows that their children will be happy here. You need to come and have a look at the place, see the extracurricular activities that we give out to students. Yes, there are extra Chinese lessons. Yes, there are extra English lessons as well. I think that mums and dads coming from China will find that, particularly up in the high school, that there's an awful lot more independent thinking than maybe you might have in China itself. Students are encouraged to analyze information and also to pass an opinion, express an opinion, explain why they think what they think, and explain why they think what they think. And that is a skill that we build on when the students are in high school. And that might be a particular technique that people in Chinese schools aren't taught.